And I am now in Costa Rica with my family. Here we are in the car. Say hi, kids.
Hi.
We're in Costa Rica. We had a great trip. It was exhausting, but I mean, it's only a 6-hour flight, but it was exhausting because we didn't sleep anything the night before. But it was really good. Sammy slept through the whole thing. We had no problems with our luggage. So here we are, safe and sound. And I will be recording a few clips here and there to kind of show you around. Right now we are going to church and going to say hi to some friends and family. So I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.
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 This is a typical neighbor, not really typical, this is actually a nicer neighborhood in San Jose, Costa Rica. There's the bus. And if this is a shaky video, it's not me. The streets are not the finest. It's a gloomy, dark day. Whoa, this is gonna be so shaky.
Okay, hold on. Where are my glasses?
And now
Okay, right there.
we are stopping because he couldn't find his glasses. So most houses, if I would say actually all houses, have bars on. You see bars on the windows and just on the doors for protection from thieves. I think a lot has to do with people just being traumatized too. Everyone's just traumatized and they don't want to be the only ones that don't have bars, so kind of not so nice. This is the main road of Pavas, and pretty soon we're gonna pass in front of the US Embassy, so I'll show you that. Streets are very narrow. Drivers are very crazy. My throat is now working. My allergies are acting up. It's very, very humid, but the weather is beautiful. I feel like I'm wearing lotion all day long, and I'm not wearing any lotion. Now, let's see, where's the embassy? There's a beautiful ticket girl. Here's a crazy ticket girl trying to cross the road, trying to get ran over. This is the US Embassy right here. Right there, US Embassy. Not a very good shot, but there it is. This whole corner, all this is the US Embassy. So, pretty big. And some more businesses here. We're gonna be passing in front of a restaurant where they sell pastries that we absolutely love and adore, and we're definitely coming back, so I will show you that when we come back sometime. Spoon. It's called Spoon. Oh, I didn't show that shopping center. That was a pretty one. Oh well. There's somebody else crossing the street in the middle of the road. Yes, a lot of people do get ran over here because a lot of people cross the street in the middle of the road instead of walking to the corner to the stoplight. I think we already passed it. Did we pass it? The Spoon?
Yeah, we passed.
Oh, I didn't show you. We passed the nice restaurant.
Oh, yep, there it is back there. Oh, look. A blue building.
A blue building. I would like to show you. A nice blue, shiny building. So this is the water and sewer company here in Costa Rica. It's called A&A. A&A. And it's not Alcoholics Anonymous. It's Acueductos y Alcantarillados. This is Artística, which is a very, very fine furniture store.
Automobilia is even better.
Oh, this one's even a finer one. Euromobilia. Pali, which is a very inexpensive supermarket. And this is, what's that?
That's the National Stadium.
That's the National Stadium. Oh, I don't think have I seen that?
I doubt it. No.
I haven't seen that. That's new to me. Here's a tall building.
It's a stadium.
And this is La Sabana. This is a huge park.
That apartment building or that tower over there. That's new.
That tower. And this is a huge park in the middle of downtown San Jose. Whoa, that was scary. Here's the National Stadium.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it, have I?
Wow, this is big. I have not seen this. This is new.
That is why I'm driving over here.
Cool. We should go to a game. We should go to a soccer game. Hey.
We should.
We should. We shall. We shall. Scotiabank. Taxi car. So these are the cabs. All the taxis are red.
They are?
So they're very easy to spot.
So if you own a red car.
If you own a red car, you could have your own taxi. That could be your form of living. And a lot of people travel by taxi here. Taxi and bus. So definitely bus is the least expensive, but it's the most inconvenient because you have to wait around for it. You have to ride with people and sometimes they're crowded. Taxi cabs are definitely the quickest and most convenient. They know the back routes. They can get you there faster. I didn't say safer. I said faster.
I didn't say safer.
And they're not that expensive. They're not as expensive as taxis in the United States. So they're more accessible to a lot of people. There's Burger King, everyone. Have it your way. So this is we are entering downtown San Jose. We're leaving La Sabana or the Pavas Sabana area. Again, this is, oh, you didn't see the police officers. This is part of that park again. It's a huge, huge, huge park. It's almost like, I guess you could compare it to Central Park in New York. You know, like a huge park in the middle of the city. This was the first airport in Costa Rica. Well, and my husband is doing an illegal U-turn as we speak. That's how we drive around here, folks. So that was the first airport in Costa Rica. You saw the tower there very quickly. And I will have proof of everything he does on here so that if we get a ticket, we can say, yes, officer, we did do that. And definitely, you are correct. You can give us that ticket. But then we'll just have to bribe him with some candy that we have here in the back. And maybe he'll let us go.
Yeah, right.
So here's some more buses. Huh? Toyota. There's Toyota. There's a tall building up there. What's that building?
It's new to me.
That's a new building too. There's a lot of new tall buildings.
Yeah. Most of them are apartments or offices.
So I guess one of the reasons Costa Rica doesn't have or hasn't had until now so many tall buildings is because there's a lot of earthquakes here. A lot of earthquakes, like all the time. So to have a building that tall, it's got to be some pretty awesome engineering behind it, you know, as far as safety goes. The engineering department here, there's the police.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, cool.
They're very strict as far as construction of houses and buildings. They have to pass a lot of regulations and inspections because of the earthquakes. So there's Scotiabank, and this is a nice.
That's illegal.
That was illegal. Somebody did something illegal. I didn't see it.
Right there.
Oh yeah. He's. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I didn't get that on video. So that car right there, he just went this whole way right there. That hole from the light up until there, in the wrong direction. So you see what that taxi cab is? He literally went like this, facing the other direction, not even backwards, facing this direction, and then went right in there. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful. So this here is called Paseo Colón. This whole street is called Paseo Colón. And It's one of the busier streets here. Today is Sunday, so it's not really that busy, but it's a lot of traffic here. Sadly, we have found a lot of graffiti lately, so you will see there's some graffiti right there. There wasn't so much graffiti a few years ago, but you know, part of being in a city and more people coming in, and it's just one of those things that are sad. This is a hospital where Evan was born. Where'd it go? Right here.
Right there?
San Juan de Dios. We went in right there through the emergency room when my water broke. So this is where Evan was born, right here. This is also the hospital where my husband was when he almost died a few years ago, which was really scary. He had a bad experience with a bad dentist. And here's some people we almost ran over. There's some people there waiting to cross the street. Lady picking her nose. Gross.
Really?
Yeah.
Catch that?
I think I caught it. And this is called, this is Morazán, ¿verdad?
No.
No? Oh no, this is
La Merced.
El Parque La Merced. The Merced Park. And
A lot of Nicaraguans.
there's a lot, so in Costa Rica we have a lot of people from Nicaragua, which is our neighboring country to the north. They immigrate here illegally, most of them. Just try to cross the border to come look for a better way of life. And for some reason they have adopted this park. This is like where they come to meet and see good friends and family, and this is like their get together. Here's a Catholic church, La Merced Catholic Church. We're gonna have a tour inside one of these Catholic churches one day to show you inside. It's amazing architecture and just beautiful Catholic, you know, decoration inside of those churches. Oh, there's some nice, not graffiti, but wall art. So now we are in, what's the street? Avenida Segunda, which is the 2nd Avenue.
This is downtown.
Downtown. We are right in the heart of San Jose. Downtown. That's the bank. That's the Banco de Costa Rica, the Costa Rican bank. What was I gonna say? So people here don't really go by direction or addresses, and surprisingly, this is the 2nd Avenue, and it has remained that way. So it's one of the few streets that has like a number on it, and people actually know what they're talking about. But if you need to go somewhere, don't even think about giving a person like a numbered address like you would in the States. You literally just say the town, you say the nearest supermarket, and then you go from there. You find like a local place, and then you go from there. This is another Catholic church. This one has...
That's the main one.
This is like the main one. This one was recently renovated and remodeled inside, so that's really nice. This is another big popular bank, which is called the Popular Bank.
I even went through the National Theater.
You didn't go so we could see the National Theater.
Sorry, I didn't think about that.
Oh, okay.
Next time, maybe.
Maybe next time. We'll show you the National Theater. So here, my husband just honked his horn because he hasn't done that in a long time, and people do that here. Just honk at people, honk at each other. This is
We're honkers.
one of the side streets, one of the side streets of San Jose. Again, everything's very old, kind of dirty. So a lot of people sometimes ask us, like, why did you leave beautiful Costa Rica? How dare you leave that beautiful paradise? We love our country, and yes, it's beautiful. But like every city, San Jose is not really beautiful. It's just a dirty town. Crowded, dirty. And unfortunately, because of our careers, this is where we had to live. We had to live in San Jose. There was no way for us to make a living in the beautiful parts of Costa Rica, which is where most tourists go to, like the beaches and the rainforest and other places that I will show you later, which are really paradise. This is a public hospital. I mean, private, sorry. This is a private hospital called Clínica Bíblica, and on the inside, it just looks a lot like a hospital from the US, which is really nice. If I were to show you the inside of a hospital from here, like the one that Evan was born, compared to this one, you can tell the difference. They're just not as nice inside.